got the combo. Hide in plain sight. Let's hide in plain sight. And what do we got here? A Jin-Gitaxias. Okay, we can rock with that. This is a sorcery, so we can't really rock with that effectively here. But now we're gonna get a Jin-Gitaxias, a fortune. Make sure we take the Jin-Gitaxias, saddle up, swing in, bang, and now let's go, baby. Just a Jin-Gitaxias. Hello, Jin-Gitaxias was what was hiding in the shadows here. Ladies and gentle mages, civilians across the multiverse, welcome back to another episode of Man, and today we got a juicer for you. But before we dig into the deck, I'm gonna ask you the question of the day. Do you prefer rotation-proof decks for content creation, or more like focusing on cards that are about to rotate out and giving them one last goodbye? Let me know in the comments below, but let's go and dig right into the deck. We got the Hide and Blink, baby. That's right, this is kind of the deck I was wanting to kind of focus on. I'm, you know, like almost 2 sets too late here with the Karlov Manor cards here, but the Hide in Plain Sight, look at the top 5 cards of your library. You're going to cloak 2 of them and put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. Now, it doesn't seem like super super powerful or anything like that, but what we can do is we can blink them. Obviously, we probably have seen something like this before. I'm sure I'm not the first one to do this, but with the Portal to Phyrexia and the Jin-Gitaxias, these are going to be our big boy targets. Got the Jin-Gitaxias, and what I like about the Jin-Gitaxias is when you get this out on turn 4, so that's going to be what you kind of do. By the time you blink it, best case scenario, you got the Fortune, the Loyal Steed. Whenever this enters the battlefield, you're going to scry 2. Whenever this attacks while saddled, at the end of combat, you're going to exile it and up to 1 creature that's saddled this turn. Now, and then return it. So, what you're going to do with the Fortune, obviously, you're going to take with the Hide in Plain Sight, these cloaked creatures. When they come back, they're not going to be cloaked anymore, obviously. They're going to come back as either a Jin-Gitaxias or a Portal to Phyrexia, and even a Twining Twins. Now, this card is very, very nice. Twining Twins can act as the blinker itself, so if you don't have like the Fortune, you can just go for 2 Swift Spiral and kind of get that blink action going. And if not, a 4/4 Flying Vigilance and Ward 1 can be very annoying. It is nothing to sneeze at all. So Twining Twins, we absolutely love that. Acts as like kind of like a I want to say like a big boy. It's not really the same thing as a Portal to Phyrexia or Jin-Gitaxias, but it can be sort of a win condition in the air, and it can act as the blinker itself. We do have Vannifar. I have 1 Vannifar. The reason why I don't have more than 1, I do like it. It's very good in like grindy matchups. You can cloak a card from your hand, so there's one way that we have stuff in our hand. I do have Malcolm. Malcolm is, you know, deals combat damage to a player. You're gonna draw a card, discard a card. I do like that draw a card, discard a card type of like hand fixing type of abilities, because if you are sitting there with like a Portal to Phyrexia or like 2 things in your hand, it can get a little cloggy. So I'm running 3. I know you're gonna say, well, like, well, why not run, you know, I mean, you could probably even run 4, but why not run 2 or 1? It's because, well, if you have another Malcolm, you can just discard the Malcolm with your Malcolm. And to get rid of the Malcolm, you have a Malcolm in your hand, so it's never really dead. So I love Malcolm. It just fixes up your hand. You don't have to worry about anything. And nevertheless, you do have Vannifar to cloak it from your hand. So those are the kind of the ways that we don't get like clogged up, because you can definitely get clogged up if you don't have Vannifar or the Malcolm. Cryptic Coat is obviously wonderful. Cryptic Coat, whenever it enters the battlefield, you're going to cloak the top card of your library. So it's a little bit of a you know, roll of the dice here. But you do get a Cryptic creature gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. And then for that 2, you're just going to bounce it back to your hand, and the fun begins all over again. Now let's go into the temporary lockdown. Now temporary lockdown seems like it'd be a little bit like not great for us because of our cloak creatures, but again, I don't really care, because like in best of 1, you're gonna have to run it. There's too much Boros Convoke. There's too much just aggro. Even like sometimes you get like the Insidious Roots deck or something like that, something wonky, but this you just kind of need it. I know it's like, you know, hey, it is what it is. The meta is so fast, you kind of just have to run it. It's one of the best cards in the format right now. It really is. So I'm not gonna waste any more time with it. If you don't like it, take it out. But trust me, when you get run over by Prowess, Convoke, etc., you're going to say, yeah, I probably need it. It just is what it is. You're going to have to run it. Make this appear, no more lies, etc., etc. I mean, if you want to make this more like a rotation-proof deck, you can probably just switch this out for Phantom Interference. Let's see, what else is rotating out here? I think, yeah, like, you know, the lands, the Otawara, Boseiju, Eiganjo, etc., and the Jin-Gitaxias, of course, is going to be rotating out from Kamigawa. But nevertheless, I do think this is kind of a cute deck here. It's not like ultimately consistent, because you do need to have like Hide in Plain Sight and Portal to Phyrexia and stuff like that. But I do think it's actually really, really fun, so I'll let you decide if you like it. So as always, we're going to get a shout out to the Mana Rocks. The Mana Rocks are the patrons and the YouTube channel members. Thank you so much. It means so much more to me. I know that I'm kind of slowing down on content here, just because, you know, it's a grind. It is what it is. I am going to kind of ramp it back for Bloomborough. Obviously, kind of get back into the swing of things. I know I've been kind of doing like a part-time thing here. I want to get back into the swing of things, but thank you so much to the channel members. You guys make it deepest gratitude, deepest gratitude. So do just keep in mind, until Blow Bro, just keep in mind that only you can help save the Aether with me. So make sure to leave a like on the video. The button looks just like this. Make sure to answer the pinned comment so I kind of know what to make with content creation up until Bloomboro. And let's get ready to vanquish some enemies. Spara. Alright, so getting some big time Esper. I'm gonna just assume you're playing Esper. Esper versus Bant. Let's go. Kinda sucks that we have all these tap lands, but being on the play, it's not nearly as big a deal. If I was on the draw, if I was on the draw, I'd be a little more scared. Alright, let's do this. Got the tiny bones, so assuming they're gonna try and discard me. What's this? Oh, well, that's fine. No way. Okay, I was gonna say, did you get stuck on land? That would have been pretty funny. Speaking of mulligans, I was going to say, you might as well do that, but I think we're looking okay here. And they're going to go in for the Dread Knight. Okay, so what do we want to do here? I think I am just going to drop down our Fortune 500. We definitely want land. We do have one get lost already. I think we're going to put that away. We're just going to keep the land so that we can kind of hold up Malcolm and a counter spell. That seems pretty optimal to me. Let's see what they want to do here. I don't think I'm going to block with the Tiny Bones. Wow, they are swinging with the Dread Knight. I'm going to catch your bluff here. Like, what can this really do? I think I'm going to do it, yeah. I mean, if they want to just, like, draw, I mean, that's fine. Fortune 500, baby. We're just flexing on them. If they want to do this whole draw, get the value long term, I think that's okay. I think we can kind of live with that. Alright. So here's the thing, I could go for Malcolm just because we could scry. I mean, this way we could scry 2 again. That feels like pretty good. So I know it seems a little goofy to like flash in Malcolm here. Actually, I do have 2 more lies, but I don't think it really ever matters. So I'm gonna do it. I do want to be able to saddle. So let's go ahead and saddle up our Malcolm here. So the reason I'm doing this, I just straight up want to be able to ETB the Fortune, because I do think the Scry 2 is very relevant here. That's fine. We already. I don't really think I need to protect it with a No More Lies. Not really. It's unfortunate, but we still got the saddle, so I mean, like, that's fine. Okay. And what am I actually looking for here? Probably a Hide in Plain Sight. We do have 4 mana here. Ooh, Cryptic Coat. Let's at least get rid of 1 Cryptic Coat, and I think we'll keep this one. I like that. I think I like that. So even if they do go for Tiny Bones here, I mean, they can get back a Malcolm. Like, is that really the end of the world? I don't think that's even really that good of a play for them. So, like, I'll let this go. Yeah, like, is that really their plan? I don't think it's a really good plan, particularly, but to each their own. Are they going to do it? They're going to take my Malcolm? Oh, they are! Alright, they're going to take my Malcolm. I mean, I do want to be mana efficient. I guess we'll let this resolve. They might go for something else, and then we can counter. I'm hoping they tap out. Oh, they do tap out. Oh, wow. That makes it... That's easy money. All right, let's go for the No More Lies here. All right, so I'm not worried about them. They are completely tapped out, so we don't have to worry about anything on that front. I'm going to go for the Cryptic Coat. We can't hold up No More Lies or get lost that way, but I think let's do it. We get the cloak, and then just fingers crossed we get something pretty juicy here. All right, let's take a look. And it's an Adarkar Wastes. Okay, that is unfortunate. Can't really do any of the Scry 2 nonsense. I mean, we could, but this comes back. Ugh. It's not really phenomenal. Do we even want to do that? Or do we want another... I'm going to do it still. I don't really care. Let's do it, baby. And it is actually worth noting that it's actually up to 1. So I can actually just say no to this. No, we're still going to do it. Still going to do it. That's fine. We do get to hold up the No More Lies this way, so... And there is a chance. There's a world where we could hardcast the portal to Phyrexia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's just such a long-winded move. I think we're going to say no. I mean, we're probably most likely going to draw into some land anyway at some point, so... Ooh, okay, now I'm a little... I think we're looking okay. Do I want to get lost on the Malcolm? This is a little annoying. I mean, eventually we will have to take care of the Malcolm. But I think we're going to say no for now. With the Cryptic Coat, we can kind of just do that same exact maneuver. If they don't want to cast, you know, Shelly or something. Yeah, definitely persistently annoying, though. We're going to have to take care of the Malcolm eventually. I think for now, I'm just going to pop the Cryptic Coat. Depending on what they drop here. If they drop like a shell, I mean, I actually don't even really know. If they drop a Shelly, I think I would have to do... Oh, no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. No more lives. Okay. That is not even a close thing. We're going to have to exile it as well, because if we kill the Aclazotz, it's just going to come back, and that's just going to be super annoying. Alright, I'm going to do this at sorcery speed. Let's do it, baby. Cryptic Coat. We're going to go ahead and just gamble again. I know we can't go for Get Lost. That's fine, whatever. Cryptic Coat, baby. Fingers crossed. Let's give me something good here. Oh, a Vannifar. Okay, a Vannifar is actually pretty good, so let's go ahead and do this. Saddle you up, baby. Swing in. Alright, that's pretty good, though. A Vannifar. Let's go ahead and exile you. Get back our Vannifar. Alright, scry 2, a Get Lost. And again, how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. God, we're still a whopping... I think we're going to get rid of the land here. Get Lost does feel pretty good. Let's keep the Get Lost. With Vannifar, again, it is a very... That's kind of why I only have one Vannifar, and I didn't really make this like a super focused thing, because it's at the beginning of combat of your turn. So if you cloak this from your hand, obviously the Fortune can't saddle it all in one turn. That feels pretty slow. I do like Vannifar for this deck, but like I said, I just wish that combo had a little more synergy, unfortunately. Let's not focus on the bad. Let's focus on the good. We do have a Vannifar and a Fortune. And they have another one. Okay, they have another one. That is not optimal. We do have a Get Lost, so not the end of the world yet. I think we're just going to have to Get Lost it. I mean, it's not great, but I can't let this survive. Like, I can't let this live. So do your thing. They get 2 map tokens out of it, and they're going to go ahead and get the Temple of the Dead. It's definitely not great. I think I do want to just swing in with Vannifar. Don't really want to swing in with Tiny Bones either. Definitely a rough spot here. Alright, Vannifar, let's go ahead and cloak the portal to Phyrexia. But now this is kind of a weird spot. Like I said, can't really do like the whole mechanics here, so... And now we give the Temple of the Dead 1 or fewer cards, so we do that. Maybe I just do this now to prevent the Temple of the Dead from going back into the Aclazotz. So now I have 2 cards in my hand. So Aclazotz can't come back, and we still have to Get Lost. If we get one of our Blink cards, obviously we can go for the... Once we get the Portal to Phyrexia down, unless they're running, what's it called? Terra Sunder. They're running Terra Sunder, or like even Boseiju, so this is not like a guaranteed kill. But obviously getting the Portal to Phyrexia down is going to be what we want to do here. Don't have to worry about Aclazotz for now. Still have 1 Get Lost. I may have to go for Get Lost. I may have to go for Get Lost, just kind of clear the path for the Tiny Bones. Bitter Triumph. I can't do anything about that, so that's fine. Now what's their plan here? They're going to try and steal my stuff with the Tiny Bones? Gotta make sure before we go for the Get Lost, I do not want this Aclazotz to come back. Map token, map on Malcolm, sure. Bitter Triumph. They're gonna keep the Bitter Triumph. That makes me very, very nervous, because that means this face down card's gonna be pretty... I won't say useless, but they're going to be able to take care of it. And they're still holding up 1, 2, 3. Can't go for Temple of the Dead. That costs 3 and itself, so we're good there. So I want to Get Lost. I think we have to, because they're going to try and get into the Bitter Triumph. Doesn't feel amazing. So they're going to keep the Tiny Bones with the Death Touch. But we prevent them from going in for the Bitter Triumph, and they got Glissa now. We got it, baby! Twining Twins, let's go! I'm gonna waste absolutely no time with this. Absolutely no time. So we're just gonna exile this, and we're gonna get the Portal to Phyrexia, baby. Let's go! Alright, alright. I'm just gonna just drop you. Vannifar is, do I want to cloak this? Do I want to cloak this? Like, does that make sense? You can only undo it if it's a I think no. We'll just do that. Doesn't really matter here. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. But now we got the Swift Spiral, got the Portal to Phyrexia. Oh, baby. Okay, that feels absolutely amazing. All right, we topped like another little blink card. That was very, very clutch. Shelly, don't think we care too much here. The Bitter Triumph, they do have the Bitter Triumph now, but now that we got this Portal to Phyrexia with our lovely blink, I think we're looking beautiful. They get rid of our Vannifar, but that's okay. So now what do we want to do here? We actually could just go for it again, or get the Fortune. Don't think again, the Vannifar, we already kind of got that with the thing. I think we're just gonna go for Glissa. Glissa, we can swing in with the Shelly. Don't have to worry about that. Lose 2 life. I don't like losing 2 life. That is unfortunate. I guess we could just go for Temporary Lockdown. Temple of the Dead, and they're going to be able to have that no matter what. So let's go for Temporary Lockdown first. Get rid of their map tokens. I mean, it's still something. Yep, their map tokens go bye-bye. And then we just drop the Cryptic Coat. Can't be blocked. Swing in. Flying. Alright, I don't think... I mean, it's not over. It's not over. They're still gaining life. They still have a Shelly. Still have the Temple of the Dead that they can kind of transform here. Bat doesn't matter that much, but like I said, this is definitely a grind. This is grindier than it should be. Interesting that they do not go for the Temple of the Dead. That is interesting. Okay. Temporary Lockdown. I mean, it doesn't, I guess it kind of helps a little bit, maybe. Vannifar doesn't really do anything. Well, actually, let's go for the Vannifar. The Vannifar, I think we're good here, right? Another Portal to Phyrexia. Oh my god. All right, so what we can do with Vannifar, this can't be blocked, right? So I think that's almost over. Got the Deep Cavern Bat. Let's go ahead. Do we have another way to blink it, though, is the only problem? I don't think I really do. So I guess we'll just put a +1/+1 counter. I know it seems a little bit weird. They're gonna have to chump block this. This has Vigilance anyway, so I think we're looking good on that front. I'm gonna bounce the Cryptic Coat back. Get another body down. So we're at 9 life. I don't think the Shelly is any, like, you know... I don't think we're in any sort of danger for the Shelly bleeding us out. We got First Strike here. Don't really care about that. Okay. Down to 4 they go. Don't have to, this thing comes in tapped. Acolytes comes in tapped, so don't worry about that. Cryptic Coat. Cryptic Coat. And what do we got here? Just an Eiganjo, that's fine. Again, Temple of Dead comes in tapped, so I don't... Yep, that's fine. Thank God it comes in tapped, because that could be very, very nerve-wracking. So they do gain a little bit of life here with the Shelly combo, but I think we're good to go. Portal to Phyrexia, I guess we will... It doesn't really matter. Let's go. That was a good win. That was awesome. John's the hello. All right, we'll go ahead and we got the hide in plain sight. Typically, we want to get the temporary lockdown. Plus, like I said, we'll got our fortune. Got our fortune 500 right here. So all good there. But like I said, with the temporary lockdown, with how much mono red's out there, you just gotta kind of have it. And this is gonna be what, Grixis? Interesting. We'll just drop this down. There's nothing really we can do yet. The 4-drop hole, you know, all of our 4-drops are kind of very competitive, but I do have one Vannifar, Evolved Enigma, so I do think there are some grindy matchups where this could matter. Marchesa, Dealer of Death. That makes me extremely nervous. Oh man, I got another hide in plain sight. We do have the combo here, but I assume they're gonna kill the Fortune Loyal Steed, but I mean, I can't just like not play it, right? Go out my little Fortune. And let's see here. Do we need land? Like, we kind of do and kind of don't. I guess I'll keep the Mirrex around. We do have enough, like... We could just hardcast the Portal to Phyrexia if we can't cloak it with a Vannifar. I think we'll keep the Mirrex. There could be a world where this is kind of like a super grindy matchup, and this does matter. I'm assuming they've got, like, a go for the throat, and then they're going to pay one with the Marchesa. So this is going to be, like... Hey, strap in. This is going to be a long one. Okay, I was right. So this is like with a slick sequence. Straight to my face. maybe you can kind of like unbuckle your seatbelt a little bit. This might not be as bad. So it's just Slick Sequence. They don't get the draw, but they do get the Marchesa. So like, I think it's okay, honestly. But I mean, we have the combo, Hide in Plain Sight. Instead of going, well, actually, hold on. Typically what you want to do is go for Hide in Plain Sight, but if we just have the Vannifar evolved Enigma, I mean, we just have it right here. So, Vannifar evolved Enigma, and beginning of your, it's a little slower this way, obviously, but we get the guaranteed Pearl to Phyrexia. So, we don't get to saddle this way, unfortunately, but I think I like that. I do. No attacks. Again, would you want to roll the dice? It is a lot more fun to go for Hide in Plain Sight, but just having this Pearl to Phyrexia down, it feels pretty good. That does not feel pretty good. Okay, so, it's fine though. It's fine. We still have the Vannifar out, and we can still go for Hide in Plain Sight. I mean, it's not really the end of the world, so our little gamble here doesn't really pay off. But now, let's go Hide in Plain Sight. Ooh, a Jin-Gitaxias. Let's go. Jin-Gitaxias and a Twining Twins. That feels pretty good. Alright, now we can saddle Fortune, our Fortune 500 Loyal Steed is going to saddle our lovely Jin-Gitaxias here. Okay. Vannifar, what's Vannifar going to do? I guess we'll just put a +1/+1. I don't really want to cloak my lockdown. Like, it doesn't really make any sense. So I guess we'll just do this, even though this is going to get blinked anyway. Don't blink, they won't even miss you at all. And we are going to swing in here, right? Okay. They do chump. I don't want to say chump, block. That's fine. Now our Fortune Loyal Steed. Let's go ahead and do this. Bang. And now we're going to get a... Hey. Peekaboo! It's Jin-Gitaxias. Let's go, baby. I guess we'll keep the Make Disappear. But here we go. Jin-Gitaxias. Progress Tyrant. There we go. Now anything... Oh, baby. I think we have him on lockdown. Instant or sorcery. So even if they did have like a... Oh, that's fine. We can deal with that. Get rid of my Make Disappear. It actually is pretty annoying because we can't really get around. We can't counter them or anything. I think I'm probably pretty happy though, because I really would not want the Jin-Gitaxias to kind of counter this. Little Tiny Bones joins up. I don't really care that much. I think we'll get rid of the land. Maybe Lockdown. It's close. It's close. It's gonna be Lockdown, right? Let's do Lockdown. I just can't really see them playing anything super crazy. Maybe like a Tiny Bones would be kind of annoying. Oh, okay. Well, Deep Cavern Bat's really going to take the wind out of our sails here. It's going to take away the Hide in Plain Sight. It is what it is. Still got Twining Twins here too, so... So they kind of, you know, meticulously dance around us a little bit. But you know what? I don't know. It's not really that big of a deal. If I use this, not really. Okay. So Vannifar, again, a lot of times this is not like super relevant. So right now it's really not that relevant. If I go for the Fortune Loyal Steed, I mean, we can get back our Hide in Plain Sight if they wanted to block this way. So I don't think they really want to do that. Let's go ahead, saddle up, baby. Saddle up on the Twining Twins here. And you know what? There is, I mean, we can cloak a non-land card, right? So we can just cloak the Boseiju. Because I don't really see any other way, right? This is going to get blinked anyway, so we don't care about buffing. So I think we're going to cloak the Boseiju. Sure. And now attack, attack, attack. 4/5. This can't kill the Jin-Gitaxias. If they want to double block this, if they want to double block anything to go for the kill, we're going to get our Hide in Plain Sight back. So this is fine. I'd imagine they just do like, yeah, that's fine. We can rock with that. So bang, bang. And again, with Jin-Gitaxias, we're going to be able to just like stomp them out, right? So let's do this. Bang. Fortune Little Steed. I guess we'll keep the Get Lost. That feels pretty good, especially with Jin-Gitaxias. We can double up the Get Lost. We can also double up the Make Disappears. So we got the Twining Twins. I think this is like, you know what? Like, I don't know. This is looking pretty gosh darn good. We got the Vannifar, got Jin-Gitaxias, Aclazotz, and we say absolutely no way. We don't even really have to care, really, right? We don't even have to do the sacrifice. Jin-Gitaxias is going to double up the Aclazotz for free. We didn't even have to pay the casualty cost. Just absolutely no worries. And now we gotta get lost? Okay, now we're gonna get lost. And we're gonna get lost twice, and they know that they have no shot. Let's go, baby. Morphling Mage. Alright, it's morphin' time, baby. Alright, I think we can keep this. It's a little slow, but we are on the play. So I think we can rock with it. Alright, so Twining Twins, typically with the Twining Twins, what you want to do is blink your own stuff. But there are times in a pinch where I actually will use the Twining Twins to just kind of like buy time. That is kind of something that does happen from time to time. Fortunately, we're not going to be playing against red, or mono red at least, so don't really have to worry about doing that kind of maneuver. So, all right, we got the kind of combo here. We do have like the Fortune, our loyal Steed, and the hide in plain sight. So, pretty good chance that it just dies, but I'm still gonna go for it. Worst case scenario, we still get the Scry too. So, I'm pretty much assuming that unfortunately our Fortune is going to pass away because of a bitter triumph or go for the throat. So, how do we want to play around this? I think we do want a Mirrex. I think we'll keep the Mirrex. That could kind of provide a little bit of value long term. But we do kind of need double blue though, don't we? For the Twining Twins. Ouch. Kind of weird. Maybe we'll say no to the Mirrex. The Mirrex is probably better versus control anyway. So maybe we'll kind of do that. I think I like that. Now, I mean, like I said, I'm just preparing for the worst. But if we don't lose out on the Fortune, we've got the hide in plain sight. And that'll be pretty amazing. Alright. Oh, virtual loyalty. Alright. Well, that's better. Better than it could have been. Got the Fibble Thip sleeves and all. Definitely. Whoa. They have another Eiganjo? Like, what is this? What's going on here? Alright, I'm gonna let that go through. Definitely don't want to risk putting my Fortune, the loyal Steed, in any sort of harm's way. And they blew for Obnixilas. That's pretty good though. That means they tap out.
I don't need.
Wow.
Just don't be make quick work of you.
What? I'm just confused. Like, why wouldn't they at least sacrifice the knight for 2 obs? I'm not going to speculate too hard here, so I think we're just going to go straight in Boseiju, or we're going for the Storm City. Because we do need blue for the Twining Twins anyway, so let's get it, baby. We got the Fortune, our loyal Steed, and we are going to hide in plain sight. What do we want here? So we can go for Twining Twins, Temporary Lockdown. Ooh, Temporary Lockdown is pretty good. So let's go for... We get 2 of them, so might as well just go for both of them. Alright, I'm going to do this, and let's go for the Twining Twins. We could go for the Temporary Lockdown, but that means we get rid of this thing. So let's do this first. I don't think we're in any sort of, like, danger. So I'm going to swing into Obnixilas. Alright, so Fortune, Loyal Steed. We're going to saddle up with our Twining Twins. Shh, it's a secret. This is going to pass away, unfortunately. But we're going to exile not before we do this. Okay, and they actually did not kill that, so just kind of going on a limb here. I think we're doing pretty good. I'm going to put these away. We already have a bunch of 20 twin actions here, so feels pretty good. I don't want to do that on a temporary lockdown just yet. All right, I think that worked out pretty well. That's fine. I'm going to say no. Do your thing.
Pleasure doing business.
Now that we've got the Twining Twins out here to kind of take care of Mr. Obnixilas, I think we're pretty good here. Like I said, you kind of have to be careful. This temporary lockdown, the meta is so fast. If you're going to run best of one, you kind of have to, like, you have to have the temporary lockdown. You can just get swarmed so fast. I still think you just kind of have to run it, but right now we're looking pretty good. And, oh, Urbrass Forge. Okay, that's actually not that big of a deal at all. I mean, we're just going to be able to wall that off, like, all day, all night. So, yeah, I think we're looking very good here. All right. We could go for the... Now that we can do this. There's not really much benefit to going for this, though, unfortunately. What's the play here? I think it might just be go for Boseiju. Just kind of kill the Forge. I mean, that's okay. Nevertheless, like I said, I don't even really think there's any upside in going for the temporary lockdown right now. So let's just maybe kill the Ob. Soon with you, we're not going to saddle the Fortune. I don't think there's really much sense in doing this. They can just chump block this, whatever. Yeah, I guess. I might even want to just drop down another Twining Twins. We can chump block, but it doesn't really matter, does it? No, I don't think so. Alright. So, with Boseiju, we can do...
You've ruined all my fun.
You ruined all my fun. Shut up, Bob. Goodbye. All right, so we got Twining Twins. I think we are. Let's just go ahead and just drop it down. And maybe we just kind of wait. Because, I mean, I can kind of wall off this. Maybe they put something down a little crazier. We can just deal with a 2-1, excuse me. So I don't think I have to do this right this exact second. I think a board wipe is pretty not likely here. I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good here. Yep, I'm gonna let this go through. Like I said, maybe we should have gone this, but I mean, they kind of seem to be stuck on land. So maybe I just don't really want that to happen. And you know what? Maybe, do I even care? What could they really have here? I mean, Eiganjo, but these have Ward 1. They don't have a legendary, so an Eiganjo would not get over this. I think we're gonna try this out. Okay, something's gotta be going on here, right? Okay, double. Oh, I know what they have. Wait, no. Brotherhood, I was gonna say Brotherhood's End, but they don't have the double red, so. Oh, okay, that's fine. Could have been a lot worse. So, get rid of the Fortune. Honestly, we don't even need the Fortune 500, so it's fine. I think we're just looking good. There's not much to do here. I mean, swing on in, bang, 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 down to 10. You can flash in the Malcolm, go for Boseiju and hold up a Twining Twins. I mean, that feels okay. Sure. Slow and steady wins the race, baby. I kind of would like a counter spell here. Obviously, a counter spell would just kind of like shut down the game, but that's okay. So I don't know what I'm really hoping. Maybe they have like something crazy, like a glass casket. We don't have to speculate because the game is over. Dave, 2002, we got a zoomer in here, baby. Let's go. All right, Dave, what you got for me? Let's go ahead and drop, well, I guess doesn't really matter here. You know what? Definitely want to get our Restless Anchorage down and our Spara's headquarters down ASAP. Ooh, Kamanu. Okay, Dave. All right, Dave. I see what you're packing here. So I'm going to go for the Soaring City. Feels a little gross, but we, again, against Mono Red, I don't think we have like time to kind of set our stuff around. I'm just going to go for the Get Lost if they play something scary here. Definitely do not want to be taking damage here. So Codebreaker, yeah, I think it's just going to have to be a Get Lost. Can't really afford to kind of mosey around here. I just want to prevent as much damage as fast as possible. Let's do this, and let's just go down for our Fortune Loyal Steed. We do have the Cryptic Coat. It's a little... Ooh, baby. All right, I'm actually just going to keep one. We don't need two, because if they get rid of the Fortune, like, we're still kind of looking bad. Actually, I don't know. Let's actually keep both. Hopefully the Fortune does survive. Kind of a tall task to ask for, though, but I'm gonna hope for it. Got the Mirrex, so we will be able to go in for the Hide in Plain Sight. I'm hoping they just kind of tap out here. They do find a mountain, which is kind of unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, it feels pretty bad there. It feels like they really had it. I mean, there's no way to know, so... Okay, this is good, though. Map token, go for it, baby. Tap out, tap out. Just tap out. Don't kill my Fortune. This is fine. Yep. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Monstrous Rage. Go for it. Go for it. We still have to Hide in Plain Sight. So if we can get the combo off, that feels amazing. Don't think they can kill the Fortune with one mountain here. I mean, there's nothing that... Yeah, Monstrous... I mean, it's not great. Don't get me wrong. I'm not ecstatic about it, but that is fine, baby. We got the combo. Hide in Plain Sight. Let's hide in plain sight. What do we got here? A Jin-Gitaxias? Okay, we can rock with that. This is a sorcery, so we can't really rock with that effectively here. But now we're gonna get a Jin-Gitaxias, a Fortune. Make sure we take the Jin-Gitaxias, saddle up, swing in, bang, and now let's go, baby. Just a Jin-Gitaxias. Hello, Jin-Gitaxias was what was hiding in the shadows here. All right, feels amazing, man. I got a Cryptic Coat with the Jin. Whatever they play, the first thing they play each turn, again, is going to be able to get countered by Jin-Gitaxias, so we don't really care about that. The only thing is, I mean, this is still relatively bad. I mean, they have so many cheap things that, like, Jin-Gitaxias can only counter the first thing. So let's say they have, like, 2 shocks and a lightning strike. I still wouldn't really want to put the Jin-Gitaxias in harm's way, honestly. So I think we might have to take at least one more hit here. I don't, like, feel comfortable doing anything. It's Code Breaker. Okay. At this point, I don't think we really need the Fortune. Like, we kind of already did the combo with the Fortune. So, I'm not swinging with the Code Breaker. That's pretty interesting. I may want to double block here. Oh, they are going to swing with the Code Breaker. Okay. Just trying to think here. I mean, I definitely don't want to just do nothing here, because we get the Jin-Gitaxias to counter something. Do I want to double block Fortune in the face down card? I think so, right? I mean, I don't want to put Jin-Gitaxias in harm's way. We just double block here, because again, the Fortune, we do have the Cryptic Coat though. I think we have to. Again, we get one counter, so if they have like Monstrous Rage or Shock or something, we get one counter with the Jin-Gitaxias. If they want to just kill the face down card, we keep the Fortune. Like, this doesn't feel that bad. They would need what? I don't even know. I mean, we're looking pretty good. We get one counter for free, so I think they're gonna have a hard time with that. They just get one kill off of it. That's fine. I take no damage, keep the Fortune. Still have the counter up. Completely fine with me. So, that's fine. Yep, get a counter that. Jin-Gitaxias, they have one left. So maybe they have, Ancestral Anger. That's fine. That is absolutely fine with me. That was pretty underwhelming, all things considered. So, I could go for no more. Oh, this is close. We could just go in for the Cryptic Coat and go for another Fortune. But, oh, we could go for double Cryptic Coat with Jin-Gitaxias. That's the fun play. I think the real play is the Hold Up No More Lies. Screw it. Let's do the fun play. Cryptic Coat. We're doing this for the content. Double Cryptic Coat. That feels absolutely amazing. Woo! Okay, let's see what we got here. Hide in Plain Sight and a Spara's Headquarters. So it doesn't really help us too much in that regard. And honestly, even if it was a land, we could go for the No More Lies. That is actually pretty brutal here. I'm just going with the Jin. I think we've got enough to kind of like you know, enough firepower here. I was about to say, if we got like a, you know, any untapped land, we could kind of blink it. So that feels pretty bad. We didn't get a creature or an untapped land. That's pretty bad with double Cryptic Coat. But I think we'll still be okay. We've got 14 life. We still have a free counter. 4 cards in hand. Come on, that's fine. Sure. I'm probably just going to all-out block here. Maybe not with the Fortune. Definitely with these 2 cards. Show off. Oh, they just don't even want it, baby. This deck is turning out really, really nicely, though.